Reading the story. The Legend of Banh Chung and Banh. Once upon a time in our country, among the sons of King Hung Vong VI, there was the 18th son named Tiet Lieu, also called Lang Lieu. He was kind-hearted, lived morally, was super filial to his parents, hard-working, and loved farming. He took his wife and kids back to the countryside to plow fields and work the land, sweating it out with the farmers to make a living. One day, near the end of the year, King Hung Vong gathered all his sons and said, "On the big New Year festival, whoever brings the most delicious and unique gift to offer to the ancestral king will inherit the throne." The princes scattered everywhere. Some went to the forests to hunt animals and shoot birds. Others headed to the sea to have fishermen dive for oysters and catch fish. But Lang Lieu was really worried, not knowing what to bring to his dad the king. One night, he dreamed of a god who told him, "Hey kid, nothing in heaven and earth is more precious than rice, because rice feeds people. You should make round and square cakes from glutinous rice to symbolize heaven and earth. Wrap them in leaves, put filling inside, to represent parents nurturing their kids." Tiet Lieu woke up super excited. He followed the god's advice, picked the best glutinous rice, wrapped it in fresh dong leaves with mung beans to make a square cake that's green like grass, full of nourishing stuff like the earth, steamed it in a pot, and called it Banh Chung. He also cooked sticky rice really soft, pounded it smooth, and shaped a round cake as smooth as the sky, called Banh. The green leaves outside and the filling inside symbolized loving parents protecting their children. On the due date, the princes brought all kinds of fancy foods, mountain delicacies, seafood, tons of yummy and weird stuff. But Tiet Lieu only had Banh and Banh Chung. King Hung Vong was curious and asked, so Tiet Lieu told him about the dream and explained the meaning of the cakes. The king tried them, thought they were delicious and meaningful, and got really happy and touched. King Hung chose Tiet Lieu's 2 cakes to offer to heaven and earth, then shared them with the princes and ministers. Everyone praised how tasty, unique, and deep in meaning they were, truly the best gift for the New Year festival to honor heaven and earth. King Hung VI passed the throne to Tiet Lieu and named the precious cakes Banh shaped like the sky, Banh Chung like the earth. From then on, every Lunar New Year, people make Banh Chung and Banh to offer to ancestors in heaven and earth. The legend of Banh Chung and Banh symbolizes the ancient Vietnamese view of the universe, while highlighting the importance of rice and nature in our wet rice culture. The story reminds descendants of the tradition of filial piety. The explanation of the meaning and origins of Banh Chung and Banh is a beautiful part of our traditional culture. Lessons learned. Filial piety. Tiet Lieu was a filial son, always caring for his parents. When his dad the king gave him the task of finding a gift to offer, Tiet Lieu worried and thought about it day and night, wanting to find the most meaningful gift to show his love and respect. Through Lang Lieu's story, it reminds us to love and be filial to our parents. Smarts and creativity. Tiet Lieu had a creative idea in making Banh Chung and Banh, shown through their shapes and meanings. Banh Chung is square, symbolizing the earth. Banh is round, symbolizing the sky. Both are made from glutinous rice, mung beans, pork, and dong leaves, showing the perfect balance of yin and yang, heaven and earth. The importance of rice and nature. Banh Chung and Banh are made from familiar ingredients tied to farmers' hard work, showing the key role of rice and nature in our wet rice culture. Rice is the main food for Vietnamese people, playing a huge part in our material and spiritual lives. Remembering our roots. Banh Chung and Banh are made from simple stuff connected to farmers' labor, showing appreciation and gratitude to parents and heaven and earth. The story, The legend of Banh Chung and Banh reminds us of the tradition of remembering our roots, being thankful to ancestors and those who built and protected our country. Every Lunar New Year, Vietnamese people make Banh Chung and Banh together to offer to ancestors, showing gratitude and remembrance for the departed. Educational meaning. The legend of Banh Chung and Banh symbolizes the ancient Vietnamese view of the universe, while highlighting the importance of rice and nature in our wet rice culture. The story reminds descendants of the tradition of filial piety. The explanation of the meaning and origins of Banh Chung and Banh is a beautiful part of our traditional culture.